Hi guys, we're here today at Hadleigh Iron Age Roundhouse, and it's a replica of a kind of dwelling that people would have lived in around 2,000 years ago here in Hadleigh Country Park. Now we're in for a special treat today. We're not sure what we're going to see inside, but apparently we're going to be taking a look at the way of life of those people them years ago.
Let's not waste any more time. Roundhouses like this would have been a familiar sight across Britain 2,000 years ago. From its thatched roof to its straw and mud walls, it follows traditional construction methods that the Celts could have used.
From the animal skin beds to the tribal patterns, the Roundhouse does a good job of capturing this ancient way of living.
So in the centre of the roundhouse is where the fire would be, which would have been used for cooking their food and also keeping them warm. Now in order for them to light the fire, they would have had to have sourced wood, which they would have done locally. It would have then be brought back here and then cut up. We're going to have a go with this real axe. Not too bad, it's split. Not bad at all. So they would have cut it into smaller bits like this, put it under there, and then set it alight.
Tables are laid with the foodstuffs that would have been sourced locally by people living in Hadleigh. From fish caught in the Thames to farmed vegetables, food gathering would have taken up a big part of their daily lives. This is a quern, which was a grindstone used by the Iron Age people to make flour so that they could make bread. And the way it would have worked is you'd get corn from the fields with a sickle. Would have been a lot of effort involved in that. You'd thresh it to get the grains out that you see here, and then you could put it into the grindstone, put the handle in, and then turn. And there's not much effort involved in this at all. It would have been so easy to make flour. So this here would be the flour made from the ground corn, and it would have been great for bread making.
Once the food was prepared, it would have been lowered into the fire in the middle, where the roof is at its highest.
Here I am dressed as a more wealthy Celtic warrior. I've got chainmail and a gold torque around my neck, and those would have been signs of someone that had a lot of money, potentially a chieftain that might have lived in a house such as the Roundhouse. Now most Celtic warriors would have gone into battle naked, although I'm not going to be doing that today, I'm afraid. We've got a kite shield, a spear for stabbing, and a long sword. That would have been ideal for chopping off heads of enemies, which the Celts did quite a lot.
But when Romans invaded Britain in 43 AD, tensions came to Celtic life. Now I'm dressed as a Roman soldier. This is how one of them would have dressed if they were going into battle. See, I'm armed with a gladius and a pilum. The gladius would be used for stabbing the enemy, or potentially even slicing at them, whereas the pilum would be used similar to a javelin stick. It would be thrown at the enemy, and then they would get stabbed. As for the good old Roman shield and armour, it's very thorough. You can see there's even protection here on the cheekbones, and also at the top to stop the person's nose being sliced off. Solid old shield. The Romans certainly knew how to do it.
The Iron Age Roundhouse at Hadleigh Country Park took 3 years to complete and was opened to the public in 2007. Its design was based on similar local replicas used to educate and immerse visitors and children's school trips alike. You can take a walk around the outside of the Roundhouse at any time, but do check for open days to see the spectacular interior for yourself.
So we've had a great day looking at the Roundhouse here, seeing what life was like 2,000 years ago in Iron Age and Roman Britain. It's been a really interesting look. And don't forget, you can also visit this site yourself. Not only this site, but you can visit ours, beyondthepoint.co.uk, where you can discover hundreds of historic locations. And don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook to also find out about any upcoming explores for us. We'd like to thank Ansgar for our tour of the site and for letting us in to film. And for now, it's off to our next visit. See you later.